Coming up on today's Goalmouth, the wrong-shaped ball is coming to the StubHub Centre. Arsenal fans pay tribute to Alexis Sanchez's dogs. I propose some alternate World Cup formats. I continue to read out a dramatic list in the style of Jeremy Clarkson on Top Gear. Thomas Muller debuts the passport cell phone, and Steven Gerrard is free to roam Liverpool. It's Friday the 13th of January. My name is Ryan Bailey. Welcome to the Goalmouth podcast, an Avenger-style collaboration between Mauler Hagazine, Turty Dackle, and the Sotal Tocker Show. Let's get straight to it with our first story. If Friends, Peep Show, New Girl, It's Always Sunny, and all those kind of shows have taught us anything, having a roommate always has hilarious consequences. And LA Galaxy are about to get a brand new roommate at the online ticket reseller centre. Due to the way that American sports teams are the plaything of their owners and are allowed to move around the country with scant regard for any fans they may leave behind, the San Diego Chargers NFL team have become the Los Angeles Chargers. And their new home for the 2017 season, and also the season after, according to some sources, is the LA Galaxy Stadium in Carson, California. This is a unique opportunity to see NFL action in such an intimate setting, said some suit on the official LA Galaxy website, where intimate translates to 30,000 seats, some 26,000 less than the next smallest NFL stadium, that heap of junk that the Oakland Raiders play in. In the same way that NFL games make Wembley's surface resemble a ploughed field several times a year, the Galaxy can look forward to a horrendously torn up field every single week. Better start practicing those aerial balls, which I think they have to call Hail Marys now. Next up, Arsenal fans really want Alexis Sanchez to stay at their club. They really do. They want him to stay so much that they're appealing to the only thing he loves more than tiny shorts and a completely hairless torso: his dogs, Atom and Humber. The Chilean goes everywhere with his lovable mutts, and they even have their own Instagram account, which I'm a bit obsessed with. And the supporters group Red Action has decided to produce two giant banners in tribute to the Labs for display at the Emirates Stadium. A GoFundMe page has been set up which aimed to raise £500, and at the time of recording, it's raised £585. So the next time you hear an Arsenal fan complain about their ticket prices, just remind them they voluntarily paid for some big pictures of dogs. World Cup update now. At this point, you'll undoubtedly know that the 2026 World Cup is being expanded to 48 teams. It's going to take 3 to 4 months to complete. Outer Mongolia are going to make the knockout rounds, and it's going to be played in an underwater dome off the coast of Dubai. But in all seriousness, it's going to have 16 groups of 3 teams. That's how they want to organise it. It's pretty dumb because it means the final game of the group is going to have a team left out, which means the 2 competing teams might be able to conspire to an agreeable result that pushes that third team out of the competition. I've played around with some alternate formats on a video published by FC Yahoo, and I think the best format is going to be 8 groups of 6 teams, with only the top 2 teams going through to a round of 16 bracket. It will make for a thrilling group stage where every game counts. It would leave some big teams out in the cold, like England, if they're a big team, and it would ensure only the cream of the crop are in the knockout rounds. Tell us what you think about these format ideas at the Goalmouth Pod on Twitter, or write it on a postcard and mail it to Jesus, care of the Pentagon. Little Simpsons ref for you there. Moving on to Bayern Munich's greatest prankster not named Frank Ribery, Thomas Muller, aka the Joker, aka the Lord of the Manor of High Jinks, aka Pranky McPrankerson, aka the Secretary of Bants. Now, before I get into this story, I've spent this week in Orlando with Bayer Leverkusen. On one day, I was following their manager Roger Schmidt back to the hotel with a few other journalists. He saw us creeping up behind him and immediately pulled out his phone. I suspect no one was actually on the phone, but it meant he became journalist-proof. We couldn't go near him because he had his phone to the side of his head. Obviously, this is a common German trick, as Thomas Muller emerged from Munich airport this week, returning from the club's completely necessary and not commercially influenced trip to Doha, and he saw a band of journos at the arrival gate. Thinking on his feet, he also did the pretending to be on his phone trick, except he used his passport instead. It was actually very funny. I definitely like the cut of his jib. You can see a video link in the Goalmouth newsletter. It's top work from the only world soccer player who owns a horse called Dave. That's a fact. Now then, what do Joe Biden, Steven Gerrard and Braveheart's William Wallace have in common? They all have freedom! On the same day Biden earned a Medal of Freedom for his outstanding contributions to memes, Stevie G was given the freedom of the city of Liverpool. Of course, it's a great honour, But I don't really get it. Didn't he have the freedom of the city anyway? Don't we all have the freedom of the city? Does it mean he can just walk into people's houses and change the channel on their TV now? I don't know, but congrats Stevie all the same. You deserve Liverpool's highest civic honour for being good at kicking a ball. Alright guys, that's it for this week, but it will be remiss to end without a quick tribute to a great man, Graham Taylor, who passed away this week of a suspected heart attack, aged 72. His greatest achievement was almost certainly with Watford, whom he led from the 4th tier to 2nd place in the top flight within just 5 years. An absolutely incredible achievement from a man who's going to be sorely missed. Do I not like that? No, I do not. R.I.P. Alright gang, thanks very much. Please subscribe to the Goalmouth newsletter if you haven't already, and leave us a lovely review on iTunes if you have the time and or inclination. Brooks Peck's going to be with you in your ears on Monday. I leave you with today's top tip. Talking to your passport may harm your chances of clearing customs. Love to your mothers. See you next time.